What's up? What's up? What's up? Make sure you subscribe if you new. Make sure you like, comment, share, and support by clicking the link in the description, man. Any link in the description. There's multiple links in the description. So there's multiple ways you can support me. Um that the way you support me is up to you. I don't tell you how to support. I just ask for your support. You feel me? So yeah, support however you please or however you feel. But just support me, right? But I don't like how they parking lot set up. It's not really set up to go but one way type shit for real. But willpower, man. We here to talk about willpower. Um willpower, bro. So if you've been if you've been a fan of mine for any given amount of time throughout the past 4 years, then you know that I was a habitual smoker, meaning I smoked fucking every day, all day. Hell, I'm pretty sure I got videos on here of me smoking, but I recently quit. I quit smoking the 13th of April, which is crazy to me because that was a week before 420, and I have not smoked since April 13th. Yeah, part of the reason was because of this new job, but all smokers know that a job not gonna stop you from smoking, bro. It's so many ways to get around a drug test. Like it's so many ways to like literally like get out of a drug test, or not even get out of a drug test, but pass a drug test while smoking. You could cheat the drug test in various ways or whatever. But ultimately, I quit smoking because I wanted my time back. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of time got lost due to smoking because it's a lot of shit you can't do when you smoking. Like it's just a lot of shit you can't do. You know what I'm saying? You can't play with your kids when you smoking. You can't you can't smoke in grocery stores. You can't smoke in public places and stuff. And I'm talking about weed, y'all. I'm not talking about no fucking cigarettes. Like I was very much a habitual marijuana smoker. And I say all that to say this. If you addicted to anything, willpower, dog. Willpower is what you need in order to stop. I literally stopped smoking cold turkey. I don't got no vape. I ain't been smoking no Black and Miles. I ain't been buying that little inhaler thing that I've been seeing people promoting on TikTok. I just completely quit. Why? Cause I'm on a mission. First of all, I'm just proving to everybody that I was never addicted, because that was the thing. People would swear that you addicted to something. I'm gonna tell y'all why I smoked as much as I smoked. It had nothing to do with me being an addict. It had everything to do with me suppressing emotions, suppressing how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot of anger. And excuse me if I start to cry a little bit, but I got a lot of anger, bro. And a lot of that anger come from I'm trying not to cry, bro. A lot of that anger come from, imagine this. Imagine having friends that grew up without their dad. But they grew up without their dad because their dad passed away. But imagine having your dad living and you don't feel like you know your dad, or you don't feel like you got the connection you want with your dad. That right there got a lot to do with my anger. That right there got a lot to do with my uh just me having this built up anger. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm trying not to cry, y'all. It get to the point where you like, is it something wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? But I know it ain't nothing wrong with me. You feel me? But like I said, I got friends, they ain't got their dads because they dads died. They dads passed away. My dad literally a phone call away, but it don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say that, it's like we don't connect on nothing. We don't almost nothing that we connect on for the most part. So it's just like it's almost like not having a dad. You feel me? Like, and that's where a lot of my anger and a lot of like me trying to like suppress emotions and stuff like that came from. And I use smoking to do that because although smoking didn't get rid of the problems in a sense, it made it easier to deal with because it's like I'm just high all the time. So it's like as long as I'm high, it's like I ain't got no reason to be sad and in my feelings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But recently I was like, yeah, I don't want to smoke that much no more. Like I don't even want to smoke at all right now, really, because I feel like I lost myself with that. Cause I know for a fact that growing up I did not smoke like crazy. I probably smoked like once a month, if that, maybe once or twice a year for real. But I just had to come to the realization that I was an angry ass person. Like, but I know why now. So with me realizing why I was so angry, it made it easier to quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's where rehabilitation starts. You feel me? It's goes with admitting to the problem or admitting to what it is that's making you feel the way you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, I can honestly say that my granny and my grandma passing had a lot to do with my smoking habit too. But I feel like her passing, my best friend getting killed and stuff like that, that only the main problem. And that was me feeling like, damn, like my daddy don't, I ain't gonna say he don't love me, but it's like he don't get me. He don't understand me, bro. And it's like the one person you want to understand you more than anything is your dad if you was a boy, and then if you was a girl, it's probably your mom. So for me, it's like, yeah, like you don't even get me, bro. Like my stepdaddy know me more than you know me, and that's a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that shit hurt for real. So once I realized that, it was like ain't even that I realized. It's like once you can admit some shit like that to yourself, it's like all right, now I can just stop doing all this other shit that I was just doing just because. Like, and you could it could possibly it could have been for attention, possibly it could have been anything, but I just